Have you ever woken up one day and felt nothing? The fire that once drove you to climb ladders, to achieve, to become somebody suddenly feels like a distant echo. You look at the world rushing by, the endless hustle, and you wonder, what's the point? If this sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're waking up. This feeling, this apparent death of ambition, is often the first sign of a profound spiritual shift. The word ambition itself comes from the Latin word for going round like a politician canvassing for votes. It's the desire for honor, for success, for recognition. It's the desire to construct an identity, a persona that the world will applaud. From our first day in school, we are trained for this race. We are taught to compete, to compare, to seek approval. Society hands us a mask and tells us this is our face. We're conditioned to believe that our value is measured by our achievements, that our life's purpose is to climb higher than our peers. This relentless drive to become is the engine of our modern world. But what happens when you start to see the engine for what it is? We are born into a system that manufactures our desires. That shiny car, the latest phone, the exclusive neighborhood. Were these dreams truly born from your soul, or were they carefully planted in your mind? From a young age, our education system often molds us not into free thinkers, but into cogs for the economic machine. It teaches us how to be obedient, how to follow rules, how to be efficient employees. It prepares us for a life of service to a system, but it rarely teaches us how to manage our own inner resources, how to find peace, or how to understand the deeper currents of life. So, when you suddenly stop wanting more, you become a glitch in the matrix. You become a threat. By refusing to compete, you challenge the very foundation of the consumerist dream. The system labels you lazy, depressed, or even crazy because you no longer believe that the future holds a bigger, better prize. You have stepped off the hamster wheel, and from the outside, it looks like you've given up. But in reality, you've just started to see. You're beginning to question who you are without the job title, without the possessions, without the next goal on the horizon. This isn't the end. It's the quiet and sometimes terrifying beginning of finding out who you truly are. This process of unbecoming is not a gentle floating into bliss. It is agony. It is the raw, painful cracking of a shell. Think of a baby bird breaking free from its egg, or a newborn taking its first agonizing breath. This is the pain of liberation. The old world, the one built on competition and ambition, no longer makes sense. You see the same mountains, the same clouds, but you have lost the language to define them, to place them within the old framework of your life. The loneliness can be immense. You're standing in a reality that others can't see, a reality where your success doesn't require someone else's failure. Society insists we are separate, that we must be distinct individuals fighting for our own piece of the pie. But the true meaning of the word individual is that which cannot be divided. You are not separate from the whole. You are a unique expression of it. The pain you feel is the tearing away of the illusion of separation. It's the anguish of realizing that the persona you spent your whole life building was just that, a persona. You're shedding a skin that no longer fits, and for a while you will feel exposed, vulnerable, and utterly alone in a world that suddenly feels alien. This is the crucible of awakening. So, how do we navigate this new, uncharted territory? We've been taught that stillness is laziness, that reflection is unproductive. Every moment must be filled, optimized, and geared toward a future goal. But realignment with your true nature is the opposite. It's about learning to wait, to listen, to allow your body to move when it's ready, not when the clock dictates it. Imagine waking up naturally at 8:15 a.m. because your body is truly rested. Instead of jolting awake to an alarm at 7 a.m., the first movement is forced and depletes your energy for the rest of the day. The second is effortless, flowing from a place of genuine readiness. This is the shift from being pushed to being pulled. Ambition is a force that pushes you from behind, a constant pressure to do more, be more. But when you awaken, that push dissolves. It's replaced by an internal clarity, a gentle pull from within. You no longer need external motivation. You cook when you feel hunger, not because it's dinner time. You walk because your body craves movement. You create because inspiration arises spontaneously. This isn't laziness, it's a deeper, more intelligent form of action. It's living in harmony with your own natural rhythm, guided by an inner knowing instead of an outer demand. We enter this world empty-handed, and we will leave it the same way. Everything in between, the achievements, the possessions, the roles we play, is temporary. The world is a playground, a magnificent tool to experience life, not something to be conquered or taken so seriously. The practice then is to reconnect with this playful spirit. Find time to be with things that humanity did not create. Feel the breeze on your skin, watch the effortless flight of a bird, sit with the quiet strength of a tree. These natural elements exist without striving, without ambition, and they can teach us how to do the same. Be patient with yourself. The old world has shattered, but the new one might not make sense yet. This in-between phase is a test of endurance. It requires grit and the courage to sit in the discomfort of the unknown. Above all, stay aware. Notice everything that arises and dissolves within your consciousness. The thoughts, the feelings, the old urges. Don't numb the pain or the confusion. Be present with it. Slow down. Act not from habit or pressure, but from a place of deep self-connection. When you strip away the persona, when you let go of the need to become somebody, you finally become a true individual, undivided whole, and free. Thank you for watching.